Angie, and I got a couple emails this past week and I got a huge kick out of them. One of them was regarding my ethnicity, and they're asking me if I was half white or half Asian or whatever, and I thought that was the funniest thing because I am not. I am 100% Korean. And the second email I got was regarding why I haven't made mochi, and they said, "You're Asian, you should make mochi. Why haven't you made mochi? You're not Asian enough." So I am definitely Korean, and I'm 100% Korean, so I'm gonna make mochi because it's the Asian thing to do. So let's get started.
So I'm gonna put a little spin on the mochi duck. I usually have it with red bean paste, and I showed you guys it was in my refrigerator. I actually put it on popping so, which is basically like shaved ice, and you put like red bean on it and like syrup. It's super easy. It's like a Korean fast, really simple dessert, and I used all of it. So I was sitting there, I was like, should I go out and buy more red bean paste? And I was like, no. I'm just going to use what I have. So a spin on the regular mochi cake that I usually have, I'm going to do Mocha Mochi. So we're going to use chocolate hazelnut spread, as well as putting coffee, infusing that into the mochi cake itself. So let's get started. First of all, you want to take some wax paper and line your plate, and we're going to go ahead and scoop out about teaspoon balls of the Nutella, of the chocolate hazelnut spread, and we're going to put it in the freezer to firm up so that when we put it into the little pocket of mochi, the flattened mochi, it'll just kind of like stay together and be intact instead of spread all over the place. So just go ahead and take your teaspoon measure. It doesn't have to be exact, so I mean, if you want it to be more, definitely put in more, or you can put in less, doesn't matter. So there's a dollop of that. So just keep doing this until you get about 8 balls or so, and you can make them bigger or smaller like I said. And I'm just gonna finish this up, pop this in the freezer, and show you how to make the cake part. Alright, so I am just mixing in this bowl 1 cup of sweet rice flour, and this is the type that I use. And I also added in 4 tablespoons of sugar, just regular granulated sugar, as well as half a teaspoon of fine salt. And I poured in my cup of cold coffee. So that's what's in this bowl right here. And it's super important to sift it so you get all the granular foreign pieces out of the way. And as well as using cold coffee because you want it to steep while it's cooking and you don't want it to get a jump start or anything like that. So go ahead and mix until all of the lumps are broken up. Get all the good stuff into the bowl. And then you're gonna wanna go ahead and saran or plastic wrap this baby. So just go ahead and loosely, you don't have to pull it taut, just kind of loosely cover it and let just like about an inch, a half an inch or an inch or so of just a little bit of a lip so it can kind of like let the steam escape while it's cooking. Now, traditionally this is done and you steam it, and it's a whole long process. I remember my mama making it, and she'd take this huge mortar and pestle and just like pound the whole thing, and she'd burn her fingers and her hands. This is gonna be a super duper easy way, and we're gonna put it in the microwave. And it's gonna go in there for about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how strong your microwave is. So I'll see you guys after this is steamed in the microwave.
So it's done when it's sticky like this. It's all clumpy and sticky. And it'll come together in kind of a rough shaped ball, and you want to kind of work it with the back of your spoon just to work it out and stretch it, and it's gonna go ahead and be elastic and chewy. Go ahead and just work it with the back of your spoon just like so. So when it kind of looks like that, when it kind of looks very smooth, and be careful, it's really hot. You want to go ahead and flour or dust the surface that you're going to be working with wheat starch, and I'm just using this type of wheat starch. So go ahead and dust the surface and make sure your hands are really nicely dusted as well. And go ahead and dump this whole mixture. Get every last bit as much as you can, and then just dump the whole thing. Oh, it's so sticky. And just get all of it out, every last bit, or as much as you can. So it's gonna be this nice caramely color. It looks like peanut butter, doesn't it though? It's yummy. So go ahead and dust your surface and your hands. A reminder, because it's gonna be very, very tacky and sticky. And then just kind of roll it out into a log shape. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure you get it into a predominantly long rope like this. And it's hot, so just be very careful. And then when it looks like that, you want to go ahead and cut it in half. And then you'll have this piece and this piece. So let's do this piece first. Go ahead and cut that in half. Cut the smaller piece in half. And you're gonna wanna do that for this as well. Cut this in half, have it again. There you go, and you'll have about 8 pieces, roughly
so take
about
a
the
little
same
piece
shape.
and flatten it with your hand, just like that. And if it sticks, do not worry about it, just move on. And then you're gonna have like a little shape like this, and you're gonna take a piece of that chocolate, and it's gonna peel right off. It's gonna be nice and easy to work with. And you're just gonna wanna smoosh the bottoms together, just like so. And then you have yourself a nice
All right,
mochi.
so
My last one. So I'm gonna taste it, see what it tastes like. Mmm. That sticks to the top of your mouth, but it's really good. It's chewy, and it's really hard to talk, but it's soft and moist. And look at that Nutella coming out. Oh my gosh, these are so yummy. Mm-mm. I hope you guys try this because this is to die for. Just a hint of chocolate. It's nice and soft and chewy. And then it's got that nice warm chocolate filling because immediately the warm mochi just starts to melt it. It's delicious. I hope you guys try this.